Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do something that I wanted to touch on lately, but I just didn't find the time, but now I have, so let's go. So I've recently been on the grind making a new pack with 20 melodies. I'm gonna add some more, but like I've been doing a lot of samples, and then I've done a lot of like other stuff. Um, and I wanted to share my experience on how to make samples, and specifically samples that are a little more advanced, or at least sound like it, even if they may not be. So basically, this is kind of what we're going for here. So yeah, that is it. I feel like it's pretty cool. It is a little grimy, a little like trap, or even you could pitch it down and use it for something like drill as well. But that's basically what we're going for, and it consists of 6 different instances of plugins. I'm just gonna pull them into here so you can see everything as it plays along. So the first sound I used was this one. It is just a atmospheric sound. You can use a pad as well and just make it cut itself. Yeah, so that's basically the first sound. I just wanted to have a bass down. It is basically playing a 1/5 chord progression in the key of G sharp minor. So if we look at this, this is our tonic, so our root note chord basically, and then we go to the 5 over here. Yeah, so that's basically it. A very simple chord progression, but it works. This is just layered with a more plucky bell sound. Is that one? And that is everything I've done when it comes to chords. And now I've just laid down a little lead melody. To make it that kind of grimy feel, I added those slide notes. So inside of Capsule you can have a glide feature, but you can do that with one shots as well and a lot of synth. So that should not be a huge problem. So here we go. And that pattern basically repeats until over here. Yeah, so that's the lead melody. It's pretty simple. Then for the bass line, it follows the lowest notes of the chord, not the root note, but like it follows the D sharp and then it goes to the C to transition down to the A sharp, even though it could be the B sharp, but I wanted some dissonance, so I put it down a half step. So yeah, that's basically it. I use Octave Deluxe for this, but it's just like some ordinary grime kind of bass. So that is what it sounds like. Very simple, I guess. Like there are some slide notes, but that's just because I wanted that grimy kind of feel. But the melody is very simple and it's all on beat basically. So that's a pretty decent melody, or like a simple melody for the bass line. And the last thing I added was this flute, which I layered. It's just the Shaku, I don't know what flute from Contact, like the factory one. and it basically just plays those little flute runs and layers the first note of the lead melody every time. So that's basically it. And it just layers it, but like 5 semitones below. And then I adjusted the notes that I think this one was over here maybe. But I just adjusted them to fit the scale, and that's basically it. Why does this work to create something like the sample we've came up with? Basically it is just about having different kinds of sounds. So this one is just to set the atmosphere. This one is basically just supporting that. This one, which is the lead, is just like something that should stick with you. But what is important with this one is that there are like gaps in between. So we had some space for our flute runs to go. Yeah, so there we have some space. And that's basically our counter melody. And then the bass line is just very simple, but it adds a whole lot. So yeah, that's basically how we came up with that sample. Overall, it's not that hard. If you want me to go and discuss more samples or show you more techniques that I use to come up with these, just comment below. I will do my best to answer them, and probably gonna make another video about it, because samples are really cool, and I'm also gonna do something about sound design. But overall, if you want the 20 and something samples that I have made basically the same way like this one, I will release my Don't Cry tool pack for rap and trap and drill, I guess, very soon. I'm still working on some sounds and some samples, but that's basically where you can get them. Just subscribe to my channel to stay up to date. This sample will be in the description in a Google Drive folder, and there will also be the stems to it. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.